Hello, little friends. Welcome back to our happy learning world. Today, we are going to play a fun game. The game is called Which One Can Fly? Fly means going up in the sky. Fly means moving in the air. Some things can fly, some things cannot fly. Are you ready? Let's look and see. Which one can fly? Look, friends. We see a bird and we see a chair. The bird has wings. The chair has no wings. Which one can fly? The bird can fly. Great job. Let's try another one. We see an airplane and we see a car. The airplane goes up in the sky. The car stays on the road. Which one can fly? The airplane can fly. Good choosing. Look again. We see a butterfly and we see a shoe. The butterfly has wings. The shoe has no wings. Which one can fly? The butterfly can fly. Nice. Now look, we see a helicopter and we see a bus. The helicopter goes up in the air. The bus stays on the ground. Which one can fly? The helicopter can fly. Great job. Let's keep going. We see a bee and we see a rock. The bee flies around. The rock does not move. Which one can fly? The bee can fly. Good. Now look, we see a kite and we see a ball. The kite flies in the wind. The ball stays on the ground. Which one can fly? The kite can fly. You are doing great. Let's look again. We see a bird and we see a dog. The bird flies, the dog walks. Which one can fly? The bird can fly. Nice job. Now look, we see a rocket and we see a tree. The rocket goes up into the sky. The tree stays in the ground. Which one can fly? The rocket can fly. Wow. Let's try some more. We see a plane and we see a bicycle. The plane flies high. The bicycle stays on the road. Which one can fly? The plane can fly. Good. Look here. We see a bat and we see a cat. The bat has wings. The cat has paws. Which one can fly? The bat can fly. Nice. Now look. We see a hot air balloon and we see a truck. The balloon goes up in the sky. The truck stays on the ground. Which one can fly? The balloon can fly. Great. Let's keep going. We see a dragonfly and we see a frog. The dragonfly flies. The frog jumps. Which one can fly? The dragonfly can fly. Good job. Look again. We see a seagull and we see a fish. The seagull flies. The fish swims. Which one can fly? The seagull can fly. Nice. Now look, we see a helicopter and we see a scooter. The helicopter flies. The scooter rolls. Which one can fly? The helicopter can fly. You are amazing. Let's do a few more. We see a parrot and we see a cow. The parrot flies. The cow walks. Which one can fly? The parrot can fly. Great. Look again. We see a butterfly and we see a turtle. The butterfly flies. The turtle walks slowly. Which one can fly? The butterfly can fly. Wonderful. We see a bee and we see a snail. The bee flies. The snail crawls. Which one can fly? The bee can fly. Nice job. Now let's finish. Some things can fly. Some things cannot fly. Things with wings can fly. Things without wings cannot fly. You did a great job today. Thank you for playing Which One Can Fly? See you next time, little friends. Bye-bye.